What's going on, y'all? Lenny, back again. So, I finally got some decent weather, so we're gonna get into my, first swings on camera, slash review of the one-piece 240 Fireflex. This is a 12-inch barrel, 34-inch, 27-ounce, half-ounce end load. It's basically the same specs as a Fireflex 1 if you have one of those, which I do. The difference here is the two major differences, well, three major differences actually, are the Fireflex 1, this bat right here, 13.5-inch barrel, 220 stamped, and it's a two-piece. Outside of that, half-ounce end load, 34-inch, 27-ounce. Same exact specs as this guy, the 240 Fireflex. So this is obviously a 240. I do have 12 swings on it. I have no more than the 12. I took those off camera the other day after I got it in the mail just to see what it was like. It is a one-piece, so it doesn't have the connection technology that the 240 or the 220 Fireflex 1 has, or any of the 220 Fireflexes for that matter, or any of the two-piece Fireflexes for that matter. But it is, again, like I said, 34-inch, 27-ounce, half-ounce end load, or loaded as Easton puts it. The major difference, like I said, this is a 12-inch barrel. The Fireflex 1 is a 13.5. This is a 240, and this is also a one-piece. And like I said, this one here, the Fireflex 1, is a 220. So let's get into it. I do have some new softballs to add into my repertoire here of late. So you guys have seen these ones 1.5 million times. The Gold Dot, Super Gold Dot C-Locks, 44 375s. I've had those forever. Found an ISA ball on the field at one of the games a few weeks back. So it's a tattoo ISA ball. I talked to a bunch of people. They said you can hit it, it's fine, because the bats are stamped for ISA. ISA, NSA, USSSA. So I was like, okay, cool. This is 44 400. So that's interesting. I now have 3 of these, the Super Gold Dot Extremes. I don't know what the compression is on these. If somebody does, drop that in the comment section below. That'd be great. And then I bought a dozen of these nasty things. BP Platinum Dot Extremes. These things are specifically meant to break in bats, and they're specifically meant for... Sorry, that was an ant. They're specifically meant for breaking in bats and batting practice. I mean, it says BP right on the bat, or right on the ball. Like it said, I don't know if y'all can read that, but it says batting practice right there, somewhere in there. So I got a dozen of these, and hitting them with this is probably gonna be really interesting. Initial thoughts after the dozen swings I took with the Fireflex 240 off camera after I got it. It's pretty hot. I was surprised. I didn't really expect it to be this hot. I wouldn't quite say it's as hot out of the wrapper as my 220 Fireflex 1 was, or my Fireflex OG, or the Fireflex Balance, Fireflex 3 Balance, which I no longer have. They're both in my in the possession of my buddy Gary. He needed some lighter stuff. I sold those two to him because he likes both. So I figured, why not? It saves him from buying a brand new bat. It gets 2 that are pretty well broken in. All right, so 220 Fireflex, 240 Fireflex. That's not going to be the mainstay of this video. I'm probably going to do another video on that maybe later in the day. I don't know. But let's get into it. So you'll notice I put my net in a different place. I got tired of hitting from a hill, or hitting off a hill. So you guys are going to be looking at my back a lot, which I hate doing. I apologize for this. I'm still hitting off the hill, but at least I'm on solid ground, and the net is what's on the hill, more or less. So there's a platinum dot on the tee, and then everything in the bucket is just mixed up. I threw everything in there in a mix just to, really help the idea of not hitting everything, all the same stuff at the same time. Also, one other thing, no bat taper on this thing, and I took the taper off the Fireflex 1. The 12 swings with the Fireflex 240 the other day off camera taught me a lot, and I used to hold my pinky on the knob anyway when I was playing baseball, so the taper was just exaggerating that, so I took it off, especially after the 12 swings I took with this. Alright, so got a platinum dot on the tee. Not Godzilla over here. Alright, so let's see what this back can really do here. Hello! You asked for a rocket launcher, I give you the 240 Fireflex one piece. That, like I said, was a platinum dot. Yeah, about that. Holy cow. The other day when I did my dozen swings with this thing, I didn't use the platinum dots, so I had no clue what that was going to be like. Alright, kind of rolled over that one, but not a horrible swing. Could have been better. Probably would have got through. I mean, some of the defense in the league I play in. Oh yeah, I tried to hit that one to the moon. It's the only problem with having the net on a hill now is I do have to go pick it up if it falls over. But the good thing is, at least I'm on solid ground. That's all I care about. Be dead honest. Definitely got on top of that one. So, initial thoughts of the 240. Like I said, I don't think it's as hot out of the wrapper as the 220, but my 220 Fireflex has about 315 swings on it now. Probably closer to 320. It's definitely stiffer, which I like. And that's because it's, again, because it's a full-on one piece. And even though it's a 34-27 and with a half-ounce end load, it definitely feels a little more balanced than I would expect. Not a great swing there. Didn't really stay through it, so that ball would have had no velocity on it whatsoever. That was better. Of course, that was also another platinum dot. Platinum dots are coming off this bat like a rocket launcher, so. This bat is definitely crazy. It's nice to have one of the new 240s because you know, if I actually do ever decide I want to play in the tournaments, I can, you know, just take this. Once it's broken in, at least. I got on top of that one. My swing's a little out of sorts at the moment. Kind of wish it wasn't, but things happen. That's better. Stay up, bud. Thank you. So the nice thing is, the bucket of balls is 24 balls in the bucket now. So I got 2 dozen balls to hit, a dozen platinum dots, and a dozen of everything else. That's a platinum dot. You can definitely tell when I crack one of the platinum dots. I mean, the platinum dots are like, it's like hitting the money ball in like the home run derby or something. Not a great swing there. One thing that I've noticed, like, with this bat is if I can keep my hands tight, if I can keep everything tight, this bat is great for that inside ball. Like that. It's really nice to have this 12-inch barrel. I mean, it's a full one-piece, which is weird because you'd expect a full one-piece to have, like, some sting in the hands if you miss it or, you know, whatever. No, not off of this thing, not really. Stings a little if you catch it out towards the end, but not the hand. Oh man, I tried to kill that one. So, we got like a dozen left. Like I said, this thing is, I like this bat a lot. It's definitely going to become a gamer. But all I really got to do now is figure out how long it takes for these to break in. I have a friend of mine who has the 2-piece version of this exact same bat. So there's a 12-inch 2-piece and there's a 12-inch 1-piece. 12-inch 1-piece is what I have. One of the guys I play with on Sundays, my buddy Ryan, he has the 12-inch 2-piece. I couldn't find the 2-piece version, so I bought the 1-piece version. And I don't regret it. But he told me it takes about 200 swings to break these in, compared to like 150 for any normal bat, or you know, for a 220 bat. I got on top of that one. mean, it was hard hit, but definitely struggling to make decent contact. Yeah, it's funny, I took a dozen swings with the regular balls in my Fireflex 1 before I started this video, specifically so I wouldn't hit like a putz. And I'm hitting like a putz. So I got 5 balls left in the bucket, and then we'll talk about it. Flat on that. And I did not rotate the bat after the swing prior to that one. Whoops. Alright, I'll just skip that side the next time I go get to it. A little toppy. But again, hard hit, but also platinum dot. So the platinum dots are silly. Let's see, what are we at? Okay. This bat is definitely crazy. I mean, granted, like I said, you know, I'm hitting platinum dots, and these are the platinum dots are softballs meant to break in bats. Like, they're meant for this. So that was the last platinum dot. Counting the 2 that are sitting next to the bucket. The regular ball is sitting next to the bucket. So I have those 3 left. Oh no, I have 4 left. I'll take that back. I'll just look behind me. So I have 4 left plus the 1 on the tee, so I have 5 left again. So I think I figured out what's causing me to hit like an idiot. Timing's a pinch off. But make matters worse, I'm letting go of the bat a little soon. Top hand's coming off the bat a little soon. So let's try and fix that here, shall we? That's better. Stay through it. Stay through the ball. Stay through the ball. That's gonna knock it in the net. Yep. Alright, so like I said, I got 2 more here. So put 28 swings on top of a dozen, so I'm up to 40 swings on this. go with that one a little early. A little early. Not terrible. Alright, so what do I think? Here, let me take the batting gloves off. I think I have a blister on my hand. That's nothing new. That's not even a matter of thinking, that I can guarantee. Alright, so let's get to a shady spot here under this tree. So what do I think? 40 swings total so far on the bat, 28 just in this video. The 240 Fireflex is definitely a rocket launcher. It definitely has the potential to be one of the hottest things in the game. And to be totally honest, I think it really follows up well from the 220 Fireflexes. I did hear a lot of people say that the Fireflex 4s were a little mediocre. But like the Fireflex 3 Tech, the 3, the 2, the Fireflex 1, obviously, because I mean rocket launcher. You guys have seen that in a video already, but I'm probably going to end up making another one and compare the two, the 240 and the 220. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the 220 has 320 swings on it and the Fireflex 240 has 40 swings on it. I should probably do that comparison when the Fireflex 240 gets closer to the 220 bat, but I want to see what it's like apples to I want to see what it's like now, and then I'll do an apples to apples comparison later. But the 240 is definitely a really nice bat. I was very leery about this whole 240 compression stamp change because that takes away a lot of the out of the wrapper fire that you get with a lot of the that takes a lot of the fire out of the what you would get out of the wrapper, or at least so I thought. I mean, the Bat Bros, watching some of the slow pitch Bat Bro videos, they seem to kind of agree with what I just said. I did just watch their end loaded Not Alive video, the DeMarini Not Alive video. Pretty educational on that one, which is interesting. They made a heck of a point. It's going to start at a really high compression and kind of just slowly level down. The one that they have was a demo bat, 250 swings on it. It was testing compression at 255. When they got done the video, they put another 100 swings on it, and it was down to 250. So, that thing's losing compression really slow. The thing they said though is you want hot out of the wrapper and less durable, or not so hot out of the wrapper and more durable. And right now, the only durability issues that I'm aware of, and again, I'm aware of these issues because of the Bat Bros. Again, they brought it up with the Mike and Worths that are having cracking issues. I think they said one of the Pures that they tested had a crack in it, or got a seam in it. So I don't, again, like I said, go check out their videos on the 220s. I'm no expert. They have a whole lot better idea than I do. They're not 220s, the 240s. You know what I'm talking about. Definitely go check those guys out because their videos are a whole lot more educational and a lot more knowledgeable than I am. But as far as the 40 swings I just took. I'll tell you, the 240 Fireflex, I really like it. I like the stiffness because I don't feel like I'm losing it somewhere. It was one of the things I don't like with my KP23 is there's times where when I swing it, I feel like it's behind me still, even though it's a 26. Like, I feel like it's just not there. So getting barrel to the ball is a bit of a pain. I had that issue with the Fireflex OG also. Less so than the KP, but still had the issue. Sometimes things can be a little too bendy, and that's the one thing I really like. Like with the Fireflex OG, had the carbon zero handle, so it was pretty stiff compared to everything else, but there was occasions still where, like, I would swing it because it was a 25.5 ounce. I would swing it and I felt like it was behind me because it's so blasted light, and it still had enough flex in it where I still felt like it was behind me, even though it wasn't. So making solid contact for me with that bat was a pain. But the Fireflex 240, I think, or at least the 241 piece, I think is a really solid bat so far. I'm gonna obviously do more and test more, and we'll go from there and see what happens. But, we'll see what happens. I like the bat. That's all I really can, so far, like, opinion, I like the bat. Would I recommend it? I don't know yet, but I definitely like it. So, let me put another, say, 40, 50 swings on it, and then I'll really tell you if I like it and whether or not you should go get one. I'm going to be completely honest. It's an Easton. It's a Fireflex. I would go get it anyway because they may drop compression fast as crap. If you're someone who compression tests a lot for league or tournament ball, they're going to drop compression fast as all get out. But if you play in a league like I do where they don't test compression often, freaking bugs. It's humid outside, so bugs all over the place. If you're in a league where they don't test compression a lot, like mine, get a Fireflex. These things are insane. They're incredible. What else can I say? So, that's the video. As usual, keep swinging, stay hot. I'll catch y'all in the next one.